So, here's a Wi-Fi battle that I did like 20, 30, 45 minutes ago tops. It's this battle I had against a guy I met on the Serebii chat. I thought it was a pretty good battle actually. It's 5th gen standard. Standard because I really don't like tiers, even though standard kind of is its own tier, but whatever. He's going to lead off with a Mammoth Swine, and I'm going to lead off with a Zorok disguised as a Dusclops. You would not believe how much shit I get for using a Zorok as this lead. Like, people are like, oh, you're doing it wrong and whatever. But you know I like it. So haters gonna hate. Now I go for the Fire Blast. I know Scarf Fire Blast is gonna take it out. I was hesitant to go for it at first because Fire Blast usually misses when I use it, but whatever. He hangs on with the Focus Sash, which means I know the rocks are coming up. Um, Rocks aren't that big of a deal. Residual damage is always annoying, but I mean nothing on my team really hates rocks, so it's okay. He withdraws Mammoth Swine, goes out into his Hydreigon. I don't know if he knows I'm Scarfed yet or not, but I'm going to go for Fire Blast again, just because it'll probably be my most powerful move, and maybe I'll get the burn. And I do get the burn, and that's cool, because now Hydreigon's attack is halved. I'm not sure if it's attack or special attack. I forgot what burn does exactly, but something's halved, and that's good. So I switch out, and I go into Mr. Muscles here, because I'm thinking, hey, Sheer Force for Alligator with Ice Punch. I can wreck this thing in one shot, but I get hit with the Dark Pulse, and even with the burn, it does a lot more than I thought it would. I'm actually not going to get to see any action in here, because I'm going to hit with a second Dark Pulse and just go down. And that kind of sucks, because Froligator usually ends up being like the go-to guy, champ kind of star on this team. But you know, whatever. He takes some burn damage, and I go back out, or I go out into Darmanitan. I just want to hit this thing with the Flare Blitz. Sheer Force, Life Orb, Flare Blitz. I just want to get this thing out of the way because I don't want it to end up being a pain in the ass. And he switches out and goes into his Starmie. And now I'm thinking, well, great, this isn't going to KO it because we all know water resists fire. But I get the crit and it KOs it, which is great because that's one poke down. I'm not sure if the crit mattered. I want to say it did again because it's resisted, but you know, whatever. That's good for me because it's good for me. It's one less poke to have to deal with. And now he goes back out into his Boris for fodder. I'm going to take an Ice Shard. That's no big deal. I'm going to go for the Rock Slide to finish it off. I don't want to take like Flare Blitz Recoil like more than I need to, you know? So I just go for the Rock Slide, I finish it, and I get the crit. Obviously crit doesn't matter because he had 1 HP, but I think it's funny that I got a crit while something had 1 HP. So yeah, that's happened. And then he goes out into his Volcarona. I'm getting ahead of myself and forgetting what's happening here. But he goes out in his Volcarona, and I was just going to Flare Blitz that thing for some damage. Excuse me. And he goes for Hidden Power, and that KOs me. I don't know what Hidden Power it was. Super effective, so we're going to say it was, I don't know. It was just a super effective Hidden Power. Now I got the Dr. Fuji. I know my Archeops can outspeed it. And I know that no matter what I hit it with, it's going to do a lot of damage. And I decided to go for Stone Edge because I know if it doesn't miss, it'll do like the most damage. And he switches out and he goes out into a Scizor. And I don't miss the Stone Edge. And that's okay with me because even though, like I said, it doesn't matter what I hit with Stone Edge, it's going to do a lot of damage. Now here's where I messed up. I take the Bullet Punch and I faint because I thought U-Turn had a higher priority than Bullet Punch did. Or the same, and I would just win the speed tie or whatever, but no. So I lost Dr. Fuji for no good reason, which kind of sucks, but you know, what are you going to do? And now I go out into the Real Wally. I think it's the Real Wally. I got to wait and see if I get that pressure. It amazes me. I'm forgetting what happened 40 minutes ago. Alright, so I go out into the Real Wally. I could take Bullet Punches all day, every day, and I just finish it off with a Nightshade. Even, like he said to me in the chat thing that, a Violet Dusclops was a monster, and I was like, yeah, I know, right? I guess he'd never went up against one or something, but the thing's a tank, man. Physical moves. It can take physical moves for days. But Scizor goes down, goes back out into Hydreigon. I know I can live one Dark Pulse. I'm going to say I only lived it because of the burn, especially judging by how much damage that did. And I know that a Nightshade isn't going to be enough to finish it off, but thankfully I got that burn before, and the burn's going to KO it for me. And that's great because, I mean, again, one less poke down, and Hydreigon is just a pain in the ass a lot of the times when people use them, when I battle them. He goes back out in the Volcarona now, and I just wanted to Will-O-Wisp it but obviously he's going to hit me with a fiery dance. 14 HP, that'll KO, no doubt. And there goes Dusclops. I forgot what happened again. Jeez. Alright, so go into Tank times 1000, and I sped this up a little bit here because it's pretty much just stalling and stuff. Now, I go for the Toxic because I want this thing Toxic or something. I didn't think to T-Wave it, and he actually switches out and goes out and just Virizion. And either way, I'm a happy guy. I mean, Virizion gets Toxic. Ugh. And, I mean, that's actually going to allow me to take it out in a little bit. You'll see here. I predicted him to go for, like, the Focus Blast. Something, mainly Focus Blast, so I was going to go for a sub on the, or not sub, I was going to go for a Soft World on the off chance that I lived it. But he goes for the Taunt. Now, I don't know if he predicted what I just said. I don't know if he predicted me to predict him, or he just wanted to go for Taunt anyways. But I'm kind of glad I went for Soft Build, because I'm going to go for the Flamethrower right here. And I get a crit, which really helps out a lot. Had I gone for Flamethrower earlier, I don't think I would have gotten a crit. But yeah, he's going to go for the Calm Mind right here. And you'll actually see there are like two key things that that like made sure like I won the match. He's I go for the Flamethrower here, and here's where I get the crit. And he's going to go for a Focus Blast next. And had he not missed that Focus Blast, I guarantee it would have taken out my Blissey. Which sucks, or which would have sucked, and I probably would have lost because I would have sent out Zoroark and whatever. But yeah, he misses the Focus Blast. Spoilers, I win. And that's that. Getting ahead of myself in the narration, jeez. Goes for the Focus Blast, misses the Focus Blast. I go for another Flamethrower and I get to take it out. And in comes Volcarona. And like I said, I sped up part of it because it was pretty much just like Quiver Dances and Flamethrowers and Quiver Dances and Flamethrowers. So the taunt was off. He goes back out into Volcarona, whatever. I go ahead and I go for the T-Wave after this Fiery Dance. I know I could take Fiery Dance, no big deal. I could take moves for days too, provided they're not fighting moves. And I go for the T-Wave. I didn't actually think I was going to be able to outspeed this thing. I thought, like, I just did it on the off chance it'd get paralyzed and maybe not be able to attack me. But I actually outspeed it, which is weird. I thought Volcarona's speed was way higher than Blissey's was. I think I actually have some speed investments in Blissey. I don't know. But I go for the Flamethrower just to get some damage off on it. Doesn't do a lot, obviously. It gets paralyzed right here, which is, that's good because I'm sure he would have gone for a Quiver Dance. I know even if he does like another Quiver Dance, or if he does a Quiver Dance rather, I know I can still outspeed it if he gets one off. And right here he goes for the Quiver Dance, and I go for another Flamethrower. It's not going to do as much as it did because there was the defense boost, the special defense boost rather. He goes for another Quiver Dance here, and I'm like, alright, well, shit. And then he goes for another Quiver Dance right here, and I'm like, fuck, if this thing hits me with anything, I'm pretty much gone. So I really hope that I get the crit here. I was like, I need the crit. Give me the crit. Come on, give me the crit. And I go for Flamethrower, and I get the crit, and Volcarona's down, and I win the battle, and that was really great. Sorry for the shitty narration. I wanted to do this all in one take. Sorry if you just had to see me right there in the video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank